This is a demo of the SHEAR 97 estimating. We're clicking on estimating and we're going to add a new job here. This is the estimating job screen. You can have hundreds or even thousands of jobs. Job number is E002. We're entering the job name, contractor. If you want an imperial size and length, which is the standard bar sizes, 3 through 11, 14, 18, you put an I and an I for feet and inches. It says up here, double click on any line number to proceed to the dark blue entry screen. That's what we're doing. The SHEAR 97 estimating lets you weigh things up by structure. So here's our first structure called Building A. If you type Z in the code field, you see all the different, how many different codes we have. We have quite a few. Here's the grid function, and you see the inputs that are required. A grid is basically bars spaced evenly over a rectangle. So here's a 135 by 275 foot rectangle, bars every 2 foot. You could add hooks each way, set the clearance. You could have more than one layer. Okay, now here's the bars. You see the short way is 139 runs. One run is 340 foot stock bar plus your one short, etc. And there's your weight. So that's a quick way of estimating that slab. Right now, this shows you can just enter a line. So you can enter bar lines. For instance, you can say one number 3,000 feet long, or 3,000 number 3's 2 foot long if you wanted. So here's one number 5. Oh, here's another thing you can do. If you have the weight, you want to specify the weight. You type W1000. So here's the length of bar of one number 5 bar that's going to give you 1,000 pounds. It happens to be 958 feet and 2 inches. Okay, here's our powerful mesh function. You can set your square feet. Right now, your square feet per sheet is set to 160. Here's a rectangle, 185 by 255, 15% scrap and lap. For that, you get calculates the sheets of mesh for you. What we're going to do now is we're going to copy the lines from 1 to 7. So if you go into the quantity field and type C, you see that it lets you copy lines. So we're going to copy lines 1 through 7 and just duplicate those lines into line 8 and after. So here we're going to have that was a quick way to create a second structure we call Building B. Okay, now here's the panel function. We're going to, just to demonstrate another function that's available to you. And we have functions for beams, footings, continuous footings, footing pads, panels, circular tank bases, mats of bars over, mats of bars spaced evenly each way over circles, octagons, hexagons. Panel function, of course, is very powerful. Here's a complex panel with a slope at the top, 2 rectangular openings. It shows you all the bars. So at this point we're going to take a look at what's the total weight. So here's your weight, total weight, breaks it out by, or shows you pounds and tons. The other way to look at it is if you want a weight breakdown per structure, Building A, Building B, and then the grand totals, and broken down by straight, light, and heavy bend and per the bar size. Okay, so now we're going to go into print an estimating list. Right now we're going to do just the totals. Of course, you can do several different formats with the bar lines. For here we're just showing the totals. So here's Building A, Building B, and here's the grand totals page. It's broke out by bar size. Mesh and accessories separates those out. Now we're going to go into the pricing. Okay, so pricing is built into your SHEAR 97 estimating. Some people use it, some don't. Some people do their pricing a special way, and we're not going to mess with that. But if you want to try if you get the estimating, the pricing's built in and it's very powerful. Here's the pricing screen. Now we're setting how many for the delivery fee. We're saying 100 miles one way. It already knows there's 2 truckloads based on the weight of 29 tons. And the delivery charge per mile is $2.35. We're entering in a miscellaneous dollar figure of $234.55. You see the tax rate. So basically you can enter the numbers in the white column here and it computes for you on the right hand side. We're rounding off the quote. Instead of 34,000 on the lower right, we're rounding it off to 35,000. Now you see it adjusts the markup so that everything adds up right for when the customer sees it. We're going to print the report by structure. So here's the pricing report. You're going to get one pricing report for each of the 2 structures and then a grand total pricing report. Here's the pricing report for all structures. You see there's the weight chart up at the top, and then for rebar, and then your mesh, and here's your breakout, size extra, epoxy extra, bending extra, and so forth. Okay, we're closing out the pricing. We're back to the dark blue SHEAR 97 barless entry screen. Here's some entry tips. You know, it talks about navigating around with your home and end key and so forth. And it's designed to be powerful and easy to use. People tell us it's the easiest to use. Easy to learn, easy to use. And that's the SHEAR 97 estimating demo.